going to get a timeout by the offense. We step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 19 Sergeant.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. A toss left side, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McNair. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
McNair's throw complete there to St. Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. That's caught at the 25. Andre Reed, 67 yards. And the Packers are able to strike. Love throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2 points. About set and ready to go.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Inside the 10.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
Made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together. Interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here is 3rd down and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They run. It's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Johnson running right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. That'll be caught by Rice. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Now McNair off the play fake.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McNair buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's McNair.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
McNair. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's McNair.
He completes this into the hands of Jefferson.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
And 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Love, they go play action now.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
T. Higgins,
82 yards.
There, go for 2. Love throwing for it. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2 if you to go.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's McNair. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now McNair.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have it.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Johnson. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. this one incomplete. Conversion as far as how you're defending it.
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set, what? 52 blue. Let's make these big. Watch it. Six. Let's make yellow. Go. Six guys. Six guys. You go top.
Love now to pass on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big run there by Johnson. 51 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer, Derek Brooks.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To throw on second down, Steve McNair. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will push the lead up to 5.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll send Reed in motion left. On play action. Love to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. Hey, Blue. You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down, going to the air with Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, McNair. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts.
I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers, deceased presidents in the wall.
Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business. They begin with Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On 1st and 10, McNair. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
McNair to throw.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Motion man right is Rice. Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
They'll run, McFadden. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A first down carry for Henry.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's McNair. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Now McNair. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You get down near the goal line.
Motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. McNair. He's got a man. Complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter and already as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
3rd and 19.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Running left, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's McNair. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Johnson running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Looking to throw. McNair. Complete. Jefferson the target.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, here's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All day, every day, any day. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 3rd and 2, McNair.
This will go to Henry out wide. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 41 yards.
And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Circle that drive.
It's more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick.